And now, here on AMTV, it's that time of the week again. Your questions answered in the Sunday Catch-Up. Hi there guys, it's Adam Martyn here, and welcome back to another instalment of the Sunday Catch-Up, episode 93. First things first, I have to wish you a very Merry Christmas for those of you who celebrate it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got to spend it with the ones you love. I hope you got everything you wanted. I just hope you had a magical time, really. And in terms of the channel, we're almost at the end of our December Advent, and we are going to have a video every single day this year. This is actually the last video I have to film and schedule in for December, but everything else up until the 31st is covered, so that's good. I'll talk about it more in my last video of the year, but 2021 is going to be a year of some changes for this channel in many respects, so keep an eye out for that video. But now, I think it's time we got into your questions. Okay, first off, we've got the Procreate Fan 1968 who says 2,000 plus 60, well that's 2060, and £100 or $99.90. Well, living in the UK, I don't know what I'd do with dollars, so I'm going to take £100. Max Jackson says, favourite non-holiday movie to watch every December. That changes, actually. There's so many non-Christmassy movies I like to watch. Me and my brother have a little tradition where we watch a different film on VHS every Christmas Eve, and this year it was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And have you ever seen Disney's The Santa Claus trilogy? I have at some point. I think the third one I remember seeing in the cinema, the one about Jack Frost, but they're not movies that are like particularly close to my heart, shall we say. And The Polar Express or Elf? I'd have to say The Polar Express. Comment number 3 from Jeff Davies. What are you going to be doing for the Sunday Catch-Up episode 100? That is a good question. I think for that episode, as it's a special one, I'll answer any question thrown at me, not just 30, as it's a landmark one. I'll probably do a bit of chat about the Sunday Catch-Up as a concept and how it'll probably change. Again, I talk about this in my last video of 2020 that's coming up, but I do have plans to change a lot of the big shows, or, you know, maybe to give them some of a rest or a change in format when they get to 100. And do you like chocolate eclairs? I will eat them, but they're not my favourite. And opinions on Marge Simpson's friend, Ruth Powers. Ruth Powers, which episode was that? I do remember that character. I say I do, I don't really. I remember being a bit of a badass. I might be remembering the wrong character, though. Comment number 4 from DJF Vlogs. Do you like Lad Baby's new Christmas song, Don't Stop Me Eating? I mean, it's fine. I'm glad, you know, he's done Christmas #1 for the 3rd year running. He's done it for charity, which is amazing, but it's not a song I'd listen to again and again. And did you have a good Christmas? Yes, I did, thank you. I was lucky enough to spend it with my immediate family. I was very lucky in the gifts I received. They were very thoughtful gifts, and it's just been a nice time. And any new series or videos coming in 2021, again, I feel like I'm deflecting a lot, but yes, again, a lot of this will be detailed in my end of year video that will come out on New Year's Eve. There's just going to be maybe a shift in content initially, and there's some new ideas I want to try about certain things, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Comment number 5 from Billy No Mates Official. What's your favourite video that you've made? It's always a toss-up, I think, between some of my brief history ones, like the 5 main television channels, the newer one that I did, the cfax one, the one about this channel, or even some of the new stuff. Like, I was really proud of the Weird Who video I did on Dimensions in Time. That was my first video where I'd sort of actively collaborated or had people collaborate, and I'm hoping for more collaborations in the future. Did you have a nice Christmas? I did, thank you. And are you looking forward to 2021? I am. I'm hoping it'll be a bit more hopeful, you know, a bit brighter than whatever the hell this year's been, but, you know, we can only hope. Comment number 6 from Scented Candles 123. What programmes will you watch on Christmas Day other than Doctor Who? I didn't actually watch much. I caught the end of the Strictly Come Dancing special. Me and my family watched Soul on Disney+. Oh, that's a streaming service, I guess. But yeah, I didn't really watch any Christmas telly. Any plans for 2021? As I said, it'll all be detailed in the end of year video, sweetheart. But yeah, just maybe a shift in content, maybe some new branding. A few exciting things, I think. And worst Christmas film, in your opinion? I don't think I have a worst one. I haven't seen, like, all the Christmas films there is. I think some are overrated. Like, as much as I love Elf, it's fun, I do think it gets overhyped just a little bit. And comment number 7 from James Fulliger. Which Doctor would you travel with? I'd love to travel with Capaldi, mainly because I think he's my favourite Doctor, so I'd have to say him. How was your Christmas? It was really lovely. Thank you very much. It was as nice as it could have been. And favourite 6th Doctor story. I'm going to include the realm of audio for this because I've been listening to a lot of great 6th Doctor audios. Jubilee, which was the inspiration for Dalek, is a great story. On TV, I'd probably have to say Revelation of the Daleks for me. Comment number 8 from Hooks. Any New Year's resolutions for 2021? Always a cracking question. I gave up on resolutions a long time ago just because I never found I stuck to them. I've got, things I'd like to achieve in 2021, like hoping this channel grows a bit more. Hopefully I'll do some more acting work as things get better. Just more personal hopes than resolutions, I think. Comment number 9 from Junior Animate. Favourite Christmas movie? There's one called Grounded from 2006. Check it out. I have always loved that one. Favourite MCU film? I think initially it was Captain America Civil War, but I mean after Endgame, that's a toss-up. But then Infinity War had a big impact, so it's a toss-up between 3. And did you see Disney Investors Day 2020? I didn't watch it, but I heard all the announcements. Very excited for all the new stuff, mainly the Star Wars stuff. I just hope it's good. Comment number 10 from Doctor Who fan. Favourite Carry On film? I actually really enjoyed Carry On Abroad, which I think is from 1972. If memory serves, it's the last Carry On where a lot of the mains appear, like the regular Carry On cast, and it's just a bit of a laugh. Favourite Disney film from the 30s and 40s? Oh, interesting. I do love Make Mine Music, which was a sort of compilation package film from 44, but I could be wrong. But aside from that, if you want the main films, it's got to be like Snow White or Pinocchio, hasn't it? Favourite 90s TV show? Oh god, I could fill that with many answers. Oh, my 90s knowledge is slipping away as I speak. I did enjoy a bit of Saved by the Bell from time to time. Comment number 11 from Suridox 2001. Have you been to or a member of Digital Spy forums? I have not. And what's your rarest item in your collection? Out of everything I own? That's a very good question. I actually don't know. If I spent the time going through what I own and like pricing everything up, I could probably give you an answer, but I've not really done that. And happy Christmas, New Year to you, and to you. Comment number 12 from The Unexpected. Will they continue the classic Now Numbered series in 2021? I don't have an official source for that, but I'd like to think they would. They've showed no indication or signs that they're going to stop doing the numbered series, so it'd be very weird for them to just suddenly stop now, And is it worth subscribing to Discovery Plus streaming service? I don't really watch Discovery, so I feel like I'm not a good authority on that. The best way I think always with the streaming services is do the free trial, have a look at what content they offer, and if it's content you love, then by all means sign on to it. Comment number 13 from Smithy69. Did you ever use cfax? I don't think I actively used it, but it was always on, early in the morning, so I was more fascinated by it, I think. And did you use the BBC Red Button? No, I don't really. Again, it's not a service I used much, if at all. And thoughts on BBC Parliament? It's useful when there's big political things going on here in the UK, like last year in the run-up to the election. I watched a lot of BBC Parliament, but aside from that, I don't watch it too much. Comment number 14 from The Original Being. Have you seen The Commitments from 1991? I haven't. Is it any good? And what was going through your mind when filming Benton Quarantino, It's Warm? Those two videos, It's Warm and the song, it was the very beginning of lockdown way back in March. I think I just wanted something to cheer myself up more than anything because I just had a musical tour cancelled. And it worked for me, but I just thought I'm going to have some fun. I don't care what it is. I'm just going to have a laugh. And if you were in a retro 80s band, what instrument would you play? If I could play any instrument, I'd love to think I'd play a good old synthesized keyboard. Comment number 15 from Squall Rowlandson. What if Rick Mayall was casted as George of the Jungle for Disney's George of the Jungle in 1997? I mean, he'd definitely be an interesting candidate, although I think they did alright with Brendan Fraser. Comment number 16 from Time Lord Master 108. What are your thoughts on Time Lord Victorious? It's hard to say for me because I haven't really delved into Time Lord Victorious. It's so obviously fragmented, which is the idea. I like the concept, I can't wait for it all to be over and see people's summaries on it. And when the new year comes in, do you think they'll go back into lockdown idents? Or do you think and hope we get a rebrand? A rebrand would be nice. I almost think a rebrand to kick off 2021 would be a nice way to say, look, things are new, we've got a bit more hopeful. However, I do understand their need to sort of reflect the current status of things at the time. If things are going back to lockdown in January, then, so be it. They go back to lockdown idents, I guess. And have you thought of doing an AMTV radio chat with the YouTuber Captain Jimmy Pie? If you don't know who he is, there's a link to his channel. I do know Captain Jimmy Pie. I've had a few chats with Captain Jimmy Pie, and you may or may not be seeing Captain Jimmy Pie in Season 2 of AMTV Radio. Comment number 17 from Roger Darthwell. Now that the UK is entering a new lockdown, will we see the return of Benton Quarantino? That's always a good question. As I say, the first two were just on a whim, at the time. I think I didn't really have any ideas beyond those two things that I did. You may do if I have inspiration, and indeed, come January, if we do go into an official lockdown. I know parts of the south are in lockdown essentially at the minute. But yeah, we'll see. And do you like Sky Arts? It's on Freeview now. I'm glad it is on Freeview, makes Sky a bit more accessible, but I haven't yet sat down to anything yet, which is a bit bad on my part. Comment number 18 from Matthew Lyons. Have you ever watched Jonathan Creek? Not really. I heard it was a good series, but it wasn't one I made time to sit down and watch. What is your favourite Pet Shop Boys song? That seems to change on the daily. I love Love Comes Quickly, which was a song of their very first album. It didn't chart as highly as, say, like West End Girls or Suburbia or Opportunities, but I love it. That's often a contender for my favourite. And what is your favourite Doctor Who companion? Again, that changes on like the mood. I always enjoy Ace from the Seventh Doctor's time. Some of the modern companions as well. But it does honestly change. Comment number 19 from Frosty Cola 42. Will you get a PO box? Why would I need to get one? You want to send me stuff? Everson Crime Watch. Oh, ever seen Crime Watch? On like the rare occasion, but again, like Jonathan Creek, not stuff I actively sit down to. And any New Year's resolutions? No, not really. Comment number 20 from Matthew Hawkins. Without spoiling the film, what's your favourite moment in the film Grounded? Thanks for the recommendation. I really enjoyed it. I think there's a reference, like one of the kids says, right, we're going to do a Han Solo and the Death Star. And just watch it. It's really funny, in my opinion. Comment number 21 from Kyle Wright. Do you like Quality Street chocolates? I do. I do enjoy Quality Street. The ones with nuts in, I'm not big of a fan of. I can't remember what colour they are, but I do enjoy Quality Street on the whole. And have you heard of the TV programme Benidorm? Yes, I have heard of Benidorm. It's not for me. If people enjoy it, fantastic, but I've never been a fan. And what's your favourite Christmas Now album? The one from, I think, 2013 has a good mix. It has all the big songs like Last Christmas, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Some of the more recent releases haven't been that impressive, to be honest. Comment 22 from Rebelli. Opinion on Dennis Skinner himself. I'm not really overly familiar with his work, so I feel I can't answer that properly. And have you seen the South Park episode where Kenny goes to hell? I have. Classic episode, that. And have you got Now 35 on cassette? I think I did at one point, but I think I sold it on for a bit more money than I paid for it. I don't have many of the Nows on cassette now, only the ones I really wanted, but I do own it on CD. It's the Holy Grail on vinyl, of course. Comment 23 from the Carl John 1. Have you been to Brazil? No, never been. And do you like Fry's chocolate creams? It's funny you say that. I actually got some of their peppermint creams for Christmas, so I'll have to give those a try. And did you ever go to Santa's Grotto as a kid? Oh yeah, I've been to several Santa's Grottos when I was a kid. All in different locations, but it still feels quite magical, especially when they're done well. Comment 24 from Media Lover. What do you miss about normality? I think just being able to, go to a pub with my mates, have a drink, or go out for a dance. It's the little things, And what do you not miss about normality? The mad pace of it. Sometimes I think as humans, we work ourselves too much, and if this lockdown or pandemic has proven anything, it's that all those companies that say, no, you can't work from home, they've been proven wrong. So that's what I don't miss about it, the rampant pace. And did you know that Dave Prowse and Jeremy Bulloch had roles in The Time Monster and The Space Museum and The Time Warrior, respectively? Yes, I did, and both have sadly passed. It is a great shame, and it's funny to see these Star Wars legends pop up in classic Who, isn't it? Comment 25 from Chat Chat. How are you? I'm doing alright, Chat Chat, and you say it's late, but yeah, a Merry Christmas to you too. Comment 26 from KGS. What are your thoughts on the characters in this disturbing episode of Numberjacks? I've never watched Numberjacks. I don't get why it's disturbing to people, but it's each to their own, isn't it? And any Mr. Burns moment you find highly amusing. I mean, there's several. Not one springing to mind immediately, but he's the iconic character from it, so there's bound to be something. And do you think some nasty film and TV corporation owners must be very sad people with very sad lives and should feel sorry for them? Like me. I mean, I don't know. I haven't delved into the minds of film and TV execs, but I'm sure some of them are happy. You'd hope they would be anyway. Comment 27 from Stephen Bruce. Old Crystal Maze or new Crystal Maze? I never really watched either, but I've got to go with the classics, haven't I? And with one London theatre would you like to perform at? Oh, all the I'd love to perform at the Palace Theatre. I think that's a gorgeous theatre in London. And your fave thing you've done in 2020? Honestly, it's been able to branch out YouTube-wise and meet new people in the community, mainly doing the podcast, making content I've been sat on for ages, passion projects like the Doctor Who ratings thing, and may that continue. Comment 28 from Chestnut Bloke. Will you watch the Blankety Blank Christmas special on BBC One on Christmas Day? Let me know your thoughts. Well, I didn't watch it. I know Bradley Walsh is hosting it. I find it an odd show to bring back, especially for Christmas Day, but from what I heard, people seem to enjoy it. And have you seen the Two Ronnies Courtroom Quiz sketch featuring Patrick Troughton as the judge? If not, here's a link. I think I've seen a tiny bit of that, but I'd want to rewatch that again. Comment 29 from Liam Prattley. What's your favourite UK theme park? I mean, Alton Towers is a banger. Also, Thorpe Park is too. Got a special place for Flamingo Land, though. MTV or 4Music? I'm going to say 4Music because it's mainly what I grew up on. And are you a Star Wars or Star Trek fan? Definitely more of a Star Wars fan. Nothing against the Trekkies. I've just not delved into the Star Trek universe as of yet. I have been meaning to for a long time, so maybe one day. Comment 30 from the Smith Sean. What's your favourite number? That would be 37, like the number in my old channel name. And will you be getting a Talk TV box? No. And there's one more question, so I'm not going to be a Scrooge. I will give it an answer. From LJA. I mean, you've asked 9 questions. I'm only going to answer 3 as per the rules, remember? So you've said now 70 or now 101. Oh, now 70 for me. It was my first now, of course. What are your family Christmas traditions? Well, on Christmas Eve, we'd usually go and see a film at the cinema. We haven't been able to do that this year, so we watched a film at home. I already mentioned the VHS tradition I have with my brother. On Christmas Day, we don't really have much. We sort of open presents, have dinner, maybe watch a film, some TV. Nothing, like, out of the ordinary, I guess. And will you bring back the Ident review? I think I will at some point, but I honestly don't think it's going to be for a while. I think, again, I explained this more in my end of, like, the last video of 2020. But I think with those videos, like the Ident stuff, I'm still quite burned out on it. And the passion I used to have for it back in, like, 2018 just isn't there at the minute. And I'm focusing more on other kinds of content. So don't rule it out, but I think it's going to be on a break for a while. And those are all your questions. Thank you very much for asking them. As always, please leave them in the comments down below, and they will be answered in the next Sunday catch-up. What I can say is there will not be a Sunday catch-up next Sunday on the 3rd of January, because that will see the return of the Doctor Who rating series, looking at Season 7. Why have I swapped it? Well, the 3rd of January is the 51st anniversary of when Season 7 first transmitted, so I thought that'd be quite apt. So you will see the Sunday catch-up return on Sunday the 10th of January. However, make sure you get those questions in down below and they will be answered. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, it really helps the channel. And if you're new and haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, it really helps us out. Again, I also have a Patreon, which I'm thinking of revamping in some respects, and again, that just helps me out greatly. But as the last Sunday catch-up of 2020, what a year it's been. Let's hope next year's a better one. Keep tuned to the remaining videos of December, and until the next one, I will see you guys next time. A massive thank you to our producer and director patrons for your support towards us here at AMTV. You just help keep us going, and that's massively appreciated. And that does bring us to the end of another evening here on AMTV. We hope you enjoyed the programme, and we hope to see you next time. Good night.